Hey everybody, and welcome to today's podcast. I'm excited to talk about balance as a leader. This is a topic that I think it's not ignored, but it's also not hit on a lot. And I think from a leader's perspective, balance is very key to being one, effective, and two, sustainably effective. That's something that I see happen in a lot of leaders is they get imbalanced or unbalanced, unbalanced. And they're put themselves in a position where they're just not as effective as a leader because they're so unbalanced. So how does balance really work? And what does that mean? And ultimately, how can a leader get so unbalanced? And ultimately, one of the things that I talk to new leaders about all the time is as an individual contributor, as somebody who's part of a team, you always have things to do, right? You always have a list of things to do and you knock them out. Whether that's a sprint, a month, a quarter, or whatever, you have goals. You knock those things out, you deliver those things. And it's great. And if you're on an effective team, it feels real good to knock all those things off your list. You're very regularly knocking all the things off your to-do list. When you shift into leadership, that shifts a bit. As a leader, you're very rarely ever a point where your to-do list is done. Your list is very long, and it's more often than not, you're playing the priority game. How do we prioritize this effectively to get this done, but this isn't as important and this is a higher priority now. Okay, next week this actually shifts priority. All these different priorities are constantly going. So if you're constantly have this to-do list and you know that it's there, you know that I'm never going to finish this, how do you find balance? And that's something that as a leader, it's your value proposition changes. You are no longer looking at the delivery of your team. You are now looking at the delivery of your people. So yes, I am as an individual contributor, I'm looking at what am I delivering? I have very specific deliverables. I did this, I closed these sales, I did this PowerPoint presentation, I wrote this code. All these things are very deliverable, and you're looking at your team and be like, okay, we're all completing our tasks, we're good to go. When you move into leadership, it becomes very different. Now you are managing all those people, their careers, everything that's happening, making sure they're doing all their deliveries, making sure the team is effective and successful. You're also doing cross-functional work. You're also working on projects that your boss needs you to do and their boss needs to get done. All of those things come together to create a lot of different things that have to get done. And you're constantly playing that prioritization game. So how do you stay in a position where you are never feeling like you're winning because your list is never done? You're now not delivering a lot of things like you used to deliver. Your things are more ephemeral. They're more things that are kind of subjective in nature. The team is doing good, they're delivering well, and the leader's like, well, could they be delivering more better? It's more better. Geez. No, maybe not. Or yes, maybe they can be, and that's what we're working on. There's all these different competing priorities. So as a leader, if you're not balanced, you're not taking the time to unwind, taking the time to be away from the team, from the company, from the work, you will put yourself in a position where you burn out. And if you burn out, you are a help to nobody, including your friends, your family, whoever, your coworkers, all of it. So the key is to really take your time. Anytime you get the opportunity, take your time. Take it for PTO. Make sure you're blocking things out on your calendar. Make sure you're understanding where you're going and understanding that your priorities are right and that you're knocking the highest priorities off. Not that you're getting done, not that you're ever finished, because a leader's job is never finished. You're constantly looking at what's next. How do we improve? How can I support this person in their career? You're constantly evolving. You're constantly growing the team and your people. So it's a constant thing. So there's no I'm done. You're not. So if you're not ever done, you got to find the balance. And you find the balance in creating opportunities to, I don't like the concept of work-life balance as much. It all kind of needs to be in harmony. It's all life. You spend a big chunk of time at work. So to say that there's work and then there's life is it really takes a large part of your life away. So one, make sure you have a job you love, or you at least enjoy doing, you're challenged in. But ultimately is understanding when the right time to disconnect is, to block out time, to just have time with your thoughts, or to take a walk, or to do whatever puts your mind at ease. It's finding that balance. So this one kind of jumped around a little bit because there's a lot of nuance to this, and we'll cover this again, I'm sure, because balance is a very difficult concept to put in place. So I appreciate everybody's time. If you have any questions, let me know, jason@leadfromhere.co or any of the social media threads. If you like what you're hearing, subscribe, follow, whatever all the different things are you can do. I appreciate you. Take care.